Akeo was born on the shores of a blue lake. When she was 10 years old, the government decided to integrate the lake into a game reserve. Akeo's family and people were forced off their land. Their grazing pastures were seized, resulting in the death of many of their cattle. Deprived of their livelihood, they had no choice but to resettle elsewhere. Development was the word the government had put forward when the project was approved. The game reserve was to attract foreign capital, which would then be injected into the local economy. Yes, the project presented the added benefit of protecting some land. But at what cost? Top-down, market-driven growth models that focus primarily on profit to revive economies rarely contribute to improving the lot of the many. More often than not, they are geared towards privatization and liberalization, and are responsible for perpetuating colonial legacies and deepening inequalities. Yet they have dominated the development aid scene for decades, being at the very heart of the structural adjustment programs put in place by the IMF and the World Bank in the 1970s. Alongside this approach to development, or better said, ill development, another model is possible, one that is centered on people, based on self-determination over their own wealth and natural resources, and compliant with all human rights. This second model, the only truly sustainable one, was enshrined by the UN General Assembly in 1986 in the Declaration on the Right to Development. The Declaration on the Right to Development recognizes development as a comprehensive economic, social, cultural, and political process designed by the people for the people. It emphasizes participation in decision-making processes and equity in the distribution of resources and wealth. Amid the current ecological, economic, social, and political crisis, the right to development is more relevant than ever. But how can the Declaration become more than a pipe dream? The priority is to make this normative framework a justiciable right in international treaties. It is, in fact, this mechanism that can enable Akeo's people to regain their rights over their life and land. At the local and international level, organizations and social movements can come together to assert this right and collectively defend freedoms and the planet. Will you join us?